Hello student, this is Ashish Pegadwa from Electrical Department. Today we will learn parallel resonance in the subject AC circuit. Let's move to the content of this topic. In this topic we will learn parallel resonance, variation of impedance and current, and what are the various applications of resonance theory. Let's start with the parallel resonance theory. Here you can see circuit diagram that one inductor, one capacitor alternated in parallel. But as we know that inductor having some resistance, so we have some one internal resistance in series with inductor. So current passing through this RL series branch, that is IL, and current passing through this capacitor, that is IC, and total current it will take from supply, that is IR. That we will see later on how it will take resistive current only. And here we have supplied variable AC supply source because we have to vary supply frequency. Our next topic is susceptance variation. Our first term is inductive susceptance. So inductive susceptance is denoted as capital B in subscript of L. So inductive susceptance is reciprocal of inductive reactance. Equation for inductive susceptance, that is BL is equal to minus 1 upon 2 pi FL. If we increase the frequency, then inductive susceptance will decrease. Sign of inductive susceptance is negative and unit of inductive susceptance is mho. From graph we can see that at zero frequency value of inductive susceptance is very high. If we increase the frequency, then value of inductive susceptance will reduce exponentially. Next term is capacitive susceptance. Capacitive susceptance is indicated by capital B in subscripts of C. Capacitive susceptance is reciprocal of capacitive reactance. Equation of capacitive susceptance, that is BC is equal to 2 pi FC. It means if we increase the frequency, then value of capacitive susceptance will increase linearly. Unit of capacitive susceptance is mho. And the next term is net susceptance. Net susceptance is indicated by capital B. Net susceptance is difference of inductive susceptance and capacitive susceptance. Equation for net susceptance is BL minus BC. So from graph we can see that during starting or during zero frequency, value of inductive susceptance is lesser than capacitive susceptance. So net susceptance is very large. At the time of resonance frequency, value of inductive susceptance is equal to capacitive susceptance. Hence net susceptance will become 0. After the resonance frequency, value of capacitive susceptance is greater than inductive susceptance. Hence net susceptance will increase. So it will be very high. And also unit of net susceptance is mho. Let's see vector diagram of parallel resonance theory. So from this circuit, we can say that in both the branches, voltage remains same. So we have taken voltage as a reference vector. In these branches, current passing through capacitor is IC, and current passing through capacitor is lead to supply voltage by 90 degree. So we have some IC at 90 degree to supply voltage. And second branch is RL series branch. In this branch, current will lag to the supply voltage by let's say 5 degree. Inductor current having two components, that is active component and reactive component. Active component is due to resistance and it will remain in phase with the supply voltage. And equation for resistive component, that is IR is equal to IL into cos phi L. And the second is reactive component. This reactive component remain quadrature to the supply voltage. Equation for reactive component, that is IL into sin phi L. And resultant of active and reactive component, that is total current, which shown at phi L degree, that is IL. Let's define resonance frequency. So during zero frequency, value of capacitive susceptance is 0 and value of inductive susceptance is very large. So net susceptance is capacitive. And if we increase the frequency, value of capacitive susceptance will increase linearly. And same time, value of inductive susceptance will decrease. So at some frequency, value of inductive susceptance will become equal to the value of capacitive susceptance. That frequency is called the resonance frequency. At this frequency, value of capacitive current will become equal to the value of reactive component of inductor current, that is IC is equal to IL into sin phi L. It means capacitive current and reactive current will cancel out each other. So circuit will take only current from supply, that is IR, and that is resistive current. So power factor of resistive current is unity. Let's see variation of impedance with respect to variation in frequency. So here we have shown graph that On x-axis we have taken frequency, on y-axis we have taken impedance. So this how impedance will vary with variation in frequency. So at zero frequency, value of capacitive susceptance is zero and value of inductive susceptance is very high. So net susceptance will become very high and it will be inductive. As of net susceptance will be very high, so net reactance will be very low. So we will get impedance at zero frequency very minimum. If we increase the frequency, then net susceptance will decrease. So net reactance will increase. So same time impedance will increase. At the resonance frequency, value of capacitive susceptance will become equal to the inductive susceptance. Hence net susceptance will become zero. As of net susceptance is zero, net reactance will be very high. So impedance will be very high. That is ZR is equal to L divided by RC. After the resonance frequency, value of capacitive susceptance is greater than inductive susceptance. Hence net reactance will be very low. So we get very low impedance. So ultimately we can say that at zero frequency, circuit impedance is minimum. At resonance frequency, circuit impedance will be very maximum. And after the resonance frequency, again circuit impedance will become minimum. So this how impedance will vary with variation in frequency. Let's see variation in current with variation in resonance frequency. In this graph also we have taken frequency on x-axis and current at y-axis. So as we know that in AC circuit, property of material to oppose the flow of current is called the impedance, and this impedance is exactly inversely proportional to the current. So graph of current versus frequency is exactly opposite to the graph of impedance versus frequency. So during zero frequency, value of impedance will be very low, so we will get very high current. If we increase the frequency, then value of impedance will increase, so current will decrease. At the time of resonance frequency, circuit impedance will become maximum, so circuit current will become minimum. After the resonance frequency, again circuit impedance will decrease, so circuit current will increase. So we can say that at zero frequency, value of current is maximum. At resonance frequency, value of current is minimum, and after the resonance frequency, again value of current is maximum. So this how current will vary with variation in frequency. Let's see various application of parallel resonance theory. It is used in radio receiver, to amplify intermediate frequency in amplifier, and as an oscillator in tune circuit. So here I am having some of the question for assignment. The first question is explain parallel resonance theory. Second is explain parameter variation with respect to variation of frequency in parallel circuit. Thank you for watching.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.